Good afternoon. It is Corey McKernan here from Four Quarter Performance, and we are here because it is playoff time in the
Yes.
NFL. And haven't we got a big 4 weeks coming up that are going to culminate in the Four Quarter Performance in conjunction with Dexian Victoria? And the other man I've got on screen is maybe Australia's biggest Cowboys fan, the managing director of Dexian. A big hello to Stewie Ward rocking the Cowboys hat.
Thanks, Macca. Glad to be here, mate. And what a big week we've got coming up. Very excited. It's been an up and down season, OC versus North NFC. Mate, I'm excited about this playoffs. I think it's very open this year. I mean, the Chiefs have been just getting it done. Our Lions jumped on the Lions bandwagon. Both sides are out, so our Lions are doing really well. So very excited, mate. Monday morning. I've just set some late appointments, so to speak. Monday morning.
Now, but now before we've obviously what the great thing is that the NFL do for all of us people in Australia,
Yeah,
we actually get Sunday football. But
we do.
before we jump to this weekend's games, I am wearing the Dexian Super Bowl jersey.
Thank
And
you.
what if everyone out there just give them a quick little summary, because sometimes we hear about major sponsors. Yes, you're passionate about the NFL, but the
Yeah.
other thing you're very passionate about and very bloody good at is Dexian. So just give us a quick little snapshot about what Dexian do for everyone out there.
No, thanks, Mark. I appreciate that. Look, Dexian, we're a family business. We've been around like over 30 years now. We specialize in the storage solutions game. We're pretty versatile. We do anything to do with storage. We do like pallet racking, shelving, mezzanine floors, narrow aisle racking, drive-in shuttle. Like if you've got a pallet or something to store, we do it. We're getting into automation now, which is really exciting. We're building the brand on a national level. So, please call us if you need anything to do with a pallet or you need to store something. We're the guys. So appreciate it.
No, appreciate the support, and we are looking forward to Monday, February 10th at Amphora
Yes.
Docklands, the big Super Bowl party coming up thanks to Dexian. Now, before we get to then, we've got 3 weeks of awesome playoffs. Love the playoffs. One sad fact, Stewie, as we know, red zone disappears and about 15 games on at once. But the great thing, what it does now, we have got one game at a time, which is great. And we start with Sunday.
Yeah.
We got the Texans and the Chargers that are on at 8:30 a.m. Melbourne time. What are your thoughts on that game? And give us a winner.
Well, look, Lucas Herbert versus CJ Stroud. That's going to be pretty offensive game. I think the Chargers for me. I think they've been playing well. New coach used to coach Michigan. He's doing really well. He's got that program, running to a T. This is probably Lucas Herbert's best season. He's playing really good. So I think the Chargers get it done.
Yeah, I'm with you, Stu, in that one. I like the Chargers. They seem like the Harbour brothers. I think they're
Yeah, Harborough.
fighting. That they are fighting over the slogan. I think it must have been a family slogan that no, who's got it better than me? Nobody. And I'm tipping the Chargers in that one. And then we go to midday on
Yeah.
Sunday. Best thing about this, Stu, for everyone in Australia, we can have a bit of a Sunday barbecue and sit there and actually watch the NFL, which we can't
Yes.
usually get to do because most of us are
Yeah.
at work on a Monday morning. This one, the fierce
Correct.
rivals, they've got a great storied history, these two, the Baltimore Ravens and the Steelers at
Mm.
midday on Sunday. Who you got in that one?
Look, I think Lamar Jackson and team get it done. They've been pretty
Yep.
consistent, especially in Baltimore. Is it in Baltimore? Obviously, so
It will
they're
be
going to be
in
hard to beat.
Baltimore.
The Steelers have done well with Russell Wilson. They've been a surprise team this year. I think the Steelers. I didn't think they would do that well, but I think the Ravens are going to prove uh, something to prove after last year's debacle in the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm just hoping that the good Ravens turn up and not the bad Ravens turn
Yeah.
up. Like I think they've got all the pieces. They already had a lot of the pieces, but with the man that I love, Derrick Henry, I
Oh
think the
yeah.
Ravens will get the job done in that battle against those fierce rivals. Now we head to Monday morning with the early game. Speaking of
Mm,
not knowing what team's going to turn up, for me,
yeah.
Stu, even though the Broncos have actually been really good. in the regular season. I do like the Bills in this one to get it done. Be a little bit cold up in Buffalo, but I think the Bills will get the
Yeah,
job done in this one.
I think you could be right. I mean, everyone wants Josh Allen versus Jackson game next week, but I don't know. Like, I've got a soft spot for Broncos. I think Bo Nix is having a really good season. He had a great season for Oregon Ducks last year in the college. They've drafted well. They've got a great coach. I'm just worried about their secondary. I think, if the Bills are pretty strong through that third and long, the Broncos might struggle. But, I've got a really good buddy in Denver and a good friend of mine who's a massive Denver fan. So I'll be supporting and rooting for the Broncos. But I think you're right. The Bills should get it done, but I'm on the Broncos.
They will. And into the next game now. The one that I think on the NFC, I think will probably make their way to the NFC Championship and maybe take on the Detroit Lions, the Philadelphia
Yeah,
Eagles versus the Packers, two storied franchises, both,
yeah.
in those cold environments. I reckon Saquon Barkley and the Eagles, they will get the chocolates in this one.
Yeah, look, I thought Green Bay's had a good season. I thought they've just dropped off the last couple of weeks. They've got a couple of injuries. They're not healthy. The Eagles are playing well. Barkley's been such a massive difference for their run game. Frees up Hurts. I mean, he hasn't played for 2 weeks, Hurts, so that could be he could come in rather really fresh, or maybe that's going to hurt him. So, look, you have to go to the Eagles at home.
Well, and in the fight, we've got the final two games to come. I look at both these games. It doesn't strike me as a lot of defense going to get played in either of them, but Tampa Bay and the Commanders at midday. What are your thoughts? Quick thoughts on that one?
Yeah, quickly, I think, both struggle defensively. Offensively, they're okay. You got Baker Mayfield against, I reckon the rookie MVP this year, Jaden Daniels. He's done really well. And
Yep.
another LSU gun. You got Burrow, Chase, and Jefferson all coming out of LSU. So, it's a good program there. So they create superstars already. I don't know. Like, this is a flip of the coin, Corey. I think these two teams. You maybe go Tampa, home ground, but this is going to be close.
I think the Bucks in that one. And in the final game, at another one that's at midday on Monday, Melbourne time, the Rams against the Vikings. Look, again, this one's going to be close as well. I like maybe at home Matt Stafford and the Rams, even though they haven't had that Super Bowl form from a few years ago. You just feel like at home. And if the Vikings go out, it would be a pretty disappointing end to their season. That's been a bit of a surprise season, by the way, but I think the Rams in that one.
Yeah, look, Kevin O'Connell, he's probably one of the best coaches in the NFL right now. Yeah, they got smashed against the Lions. They got out coached, I think, defensively. I mean, they played man to man against Darnold. He really struggled. They really squeezed the pocket. I think the Vikings will bounce back. I think they've got a plan B. They're too good all year. Rams have been good, but I'm sort of rooting for the Vikings because I think they've had a really good year, and I like O'Connell. I think he's really good.
All right, and then what we'll do, Wardy, I think we'll, even though I think through most of these we've actually said who our choice is, but we'll actually put our choices in the link, and Beth will add those when we post this up. But a big thank you, mate. We'll be back each week on a Friday. We'll preview all the games. It'll be down. Couple of teams will be eliminated, and then we'll slowly in the lead into Super Bowl 59, which is brought to you by Dexian. Big thanks, Stu. Nailed it. Like I knew you
Corey.
would. Very well prepared, brother.
Thank you, mate. Looking forward to the weekend, and go Lions. 2 weeks time. That's our team. Let's go.
Let's go. See you, everyone.